another edition of Manny's Texas Metal and Rock Show. And we had a lot of bands to all kinds of music, and I've got a lot of bands to play for you today. Thank y'all for tuning in. All from the great state of Texas for hosting me. I like to thank Rage Breed Radio Music and Sid Ryder for hosting music. And I didn't get it on today's show. I promise you, I haven't gotten it on the air yet. I promise you, you will be on. All right, once again, thank you to all the bands that submitted all today. Anyway, sit back and enjoy. Hope y'all enjoy Texas Metal and Rock Show right here on Rage Breed Radio on the Rock Vault. All right, so this first band hails from Bowie, Texas, but they call their home Dallas, Fort Worth, and Wichita Falls area, but they're from Bowie, Texas. The name of the band is called The Innocents. The name of the song is called Fourth. The band members are, Austin Brock on guitars, Caleb Tomlinson on vocals, Faith Williams on vocals, Fig Newton Williams Jr. on guitars and vocals, Garrett, Hacktel on bass, I hope I said that right, and Landon Gauna on drums. The band has been together since December of 2023, and Faith joined the band in February of 2025. All right. They don't have any shows right now, but they do have their social media, The Innocents, on Facebook and on all other social media platforms. And you check them out. They're called The Innocents.
Wait!
That was The Innocents with Fourth. All right, this next band hails from San Antonio, Texas. They're called Forgotten Souls, and the song is called Hellbound. Andrew Torres on guitar and vocals, Martin Paloma on drums, Isaac Guerra on bass guitar. So let's see. On the drums, on the recording, Sandy Garza from Heather Leather was playing drums on the recording, and so was a guy named Jeff Hopgood was playing bass. All right, so they recorded it here in San Antonio at Nexus Studios with Jason Hatch, and the song is called Hell Bound by Forgotten Souls. All right, that was Forgotten Souls with Hellbound. All right, next we have a band from San Antonio again called Livin' Dark Days. Let me spell that. Livin apostrophe Dark Days, Daze. The vocalist is Buster Grant, David McGilvery on drums, Robert Ferby on bass, Justin Irvin on guitar, Albert Aguiles on guitar, and Saul de Leon on guitar. They've been together for 5 years here in San Antonio. They've got a Facebook page, a band page, Living Dark Days. They have an upcoming show on June the 13th at 502 Bar here in San Antonio, Texas. So check out Living Dark Days with Hollow Point.
Hollow points us home into this life unknown as the dark begins to fade. Hollow points us down with the lights turned out as the heart has failed to save. Hollow points us home into a love we've known as the dark becomes a shade. Hollow points us down with the lights turned out as our eyes now fade to This is our time. This is our time. Hollow points us home into this life unknown as the dark begins to fade. Hollow points us down with the lights turned out as our eyes now fade to gray. As our eyes now fade to gray. As our hearts have failed to stay.
All right, that was Living Dark Days with Hollow Point. Next up on the show, we have a band called Texas Twister. They're from San Antonio. Great bunch of guys. The members are Kenny Huron on guitar and vocals. Let's see, Ryan Brem on bass guitar, and my good friend Andres S. Gonzalez on the drums. And they are from San Antonio. They have a social media, Facebook, Texas Twister, and a Reverb Nation. They got a lot of upcoming shows. I hope you enjoy this next blues tune, Texas Twister with Melted.
No kind of warning, just an empty chair. Except for my yearning,
All right, that was Texas Twister with Melted. All right, next up, I've had this vampire on my show before. Vampire Death is the name of this project. It's a solo guy, only one vampire. And he's been doing this since 2012, all right? And this guy, Vampire Death, hails from Nacogdoches, Texas. And it's a pretty good stuff. I like it. So here's a song called I Am the Beast by Vampire Death. All right, that was Vampire Death with I Am the Beast. The next band is called Last of the Sane. Chris Schneider, vocals and guitar. Chris Kralik on guitar. Ryan Martin on drums. Chris Case on bass. And this band's been together since 2018. And they recorded this at Black Oil Recordings. I'm assuming that's in Dallas, Fort Worth, because that's where the band is from. They've got a Facebook and Instagram, a Spotify, and all that good stuff. And the next show is June 14th in Fort Worth, Texas at Halton Theater. Yep. And then July 12th at the 19th Hole Grill and Bar in Spring, Houston, Texas area. All right, so check out Last of the Sane with Glass Case. That was Last of the Stone with Glass Case. The next band on the show is called Last Few Days. Brad Braffett on guitar, Sonny D on bass, Brian Pace on drums, and Brent Chapman on vocals. And these guys hail from the Houston area. They've been together since 2023, 2025. They don't have any social media, and I believe they have a MySpace. So you might want to go check that out, all right? Check it out. It's Last Few Days with Destiny Calling.
Sweat drenched, guts wrenched, more mortal now than I've ever felt before this. Just another name on the list. Never before have I felt this paranoid. Had nothing to avoid, thought I couldn't be destroyed. Been through some ups and downs, always came back around. It feels like my whole world been unwound. Looking back on all the times when it seemed I'd gotten into much shit, I can always fall back on my friends. But it seems different now, and I think I've really done it this time. And things will never be the same again. Thinking about my life, my fight, in the face of doubt, my eyes tell lies, more mortal now than I've ever felt before this. Just another name on the list. Never before have I felt this compromise. Will immobilize, thought I couldn't be denied. Been through good times and bad, that was what made me mad. It feels like I've finally been had. Looking back on all the times when it seemed I'd gotten into much shit, I can always fall back on my friends. But it seems different now, and I think I've really done it this time. And things will never be the same again. I feel destiny calling, can't find shelter to crawl in. Don't even feel like running, I feel the end is coming. I feel destiny calling, can't find shelter to crawl in. Don't even feel like running, I feel the end is coming on right now. When I'm not afraid to find out if this is where I'm gonna feel my face. Right now, I'm right here, and I'm not afraid to find out if this is where I'm gonna meet my fate. Never before have I felt as free as now. Haven't been left in doubt, thought I'd never make it out. Been through some ups and downs, but I made it back around. It feels like my lost soul's been refound. Looking back on all the times when it seemed I'd gotten into much shit, I could always fall back on my friends. But it seems different now, and I think I've really done it this time. And things will never be the same again.
All right, that was The Last Few Days with Destiny Calling. All right, next up, we have a band by special request. 3/4 Ton out of the Dallas area. Brady Ditmars on vocals, Jason Simmons on bass, Billy Coyle on guitar, Chris Davis on drums. All right, so like I said, these guys are out of the Dallas area. They've got a YouTube, a Facebook, an Instagram, a TikTok. And their next show is June the 14th at the Trees in Dallas, Texas. Check out 3/4 Ton with Tore Up.
Everybody, get tore up. Everybody, get tore up. Feelings that you can't explain. Take another drink. It goes straight to your brain. Little younger now goes right down smooth. Take another sip, and there's nothing you can do. Pull up, pull up, pull up. Pull the water, fucking pull up, pull up, pull up. Now you see that you're all alone. 'Cause with a twist of mind, his body starts to roam. Take another sip, and you'll be on your back. Room starts to spin, but there's no turning back. I'll pull up, pull up, pull up. Pull the water, fucking pull up, pull up, pull up.
All right, that was 3/4 Ton with Tore Up. Pretty heavy song. All right, so next up on Manny's Texas Metal and Rock Show, we have a band from San Antonio called Decimate. And let's see, Richard Skull Zapata on lead vocals, Luis Cervantes on guitars, Jesus Gonzalez on the bass, and Alex Carrillo on the drums. Again, like I said, these guys are from San Antonio. Some brutal metal coming out of San Antonio. And they have a Facebook, an Instagram, a YouTube, a Twitter. And they have an upcoming show on July the 18th here in San Antonio at Club 210. It's called the Brutal Alliance Tour. So they ain't going to be dancing at that one. They're going to be thrashing on that one. All right, so y'all check out Decimate, House of Earl.
Down the street makes you feel he's around the corner.
All right, that was Decimate with The House of Earl. So I got to do a huge shout out to the Texas Metal Connection, Jason Simmons over there in Dallas, Texas. If you're on Facebook, you got to check out the Texas Metal Connection. There's tons of metal bands, and that's where we get some of these bands from. So check this out. So Jason sent me this song today. It's a band from Houston, all right? Jason runs this little contest on the Texas Metal Connection, and it's like you submit your band banner or your artwork for your logo, and they pick like the best one, I guess, of the week, or they pick one, and then you guys will be featured on Manny's Texas Metal and Rock Show. So this week, the winner is a band called Deep Six from Houston, Texas. And they were sent to me by the Texas Metal Connection. Thanks, Jason. Okay, so next up, we have a band from Houston, Texas. They're called Deep Six. Crystal on vocals and guitar, Tyler on guitar, Ian on the bass, and Matt on drums. All right, so like I said, they're from Houston, Texas. They have a Facebook, Deep Six, like the number 6, and then metal, and on Instagram, and Deep number 6 metal, Deep Six Metal on Instagram and on Facebook. All right, so check out this next band. They're called Deep Six with Lights Off.
It's my choice to win.
All right, that was Deep Six from Houston, Texas, with the song called Lights Out. Okay, next we have a band from Lavernia, Texas called Off the Rails, R-A-I-L-Z, Rails. And the band consists of Jared Burns, JB, on lead guitar, Zach Rodriguez on lead vocals and rhythm guitar, Jason West on drums, Andy Stallman on the bass guitar and backup vocals. They've been together about a year, and they're just recording singles right now at Synergy Sound Studios in San Antonio. And like I said, they are from Lavernia, Texas. And this is a song, one of my favorite songs. I like it. It's called Make It Out Alive by Off the Rails.
Somebody wake me up and tell
right, that is the end of Manny's Texas Metal and Rock Show for this week. I'd like to thank all the bands that sent in music today. The Innocents, Forgotten Souls, Living Dark Days, Texas Twister, Vampire Death, Last of the Sane, 3/4 Ton, Deep Six, and Off the Rails. I'd like to another shout out to the Texas Metal Connection, Jason and the Texas Metal Connection, for sending me the music and for having that awesome site on Facebook, okay? I'll see you guys next week, and if you sent me music and I didn't get it on this week, I promise you I'll get it on soon. All right, thanks for listening to Manny's Texas Metal and Rock Show.